Once upon a time there was a young scientist, and he must have been very smart indeed, because he worked for a large pharmaceutical company in a gracious and magical kingdom called Research Triangle Park. He was assigned to work on a new drug which gave its users a sense of calm individualism, almost identical to that achieved while reading a novel. It removed from its users the burden of overthinking the future, which is, of course, a well-known cause of anxiety. Most magically of all, the drug users stopped feeling lonely. As the drug finally became cost-effective to make in bulk and began to spread and enter the world at large, bee populations continued their quick decline. The scientist and all of his co-workers were as addicted to the drug as any of their customers, so while things were terrific, they were not so terrific at the same time. Then the young scientist, now not quite so young, heard of a young farmer in the middle of nowhere who had been stung by a bee in a highly visible manner that seemed entirely calculated to ensure that the world knew that bees were still around. And then a young woman on the other side of the planet was stung in a similar, highly visible manner. And then 3 more people were stung, one of whom later had a shock reaction to the scientist's magical drug simply from opening a box containing it. It was the first time a person had experienced a shock reaction to the drug. It spurred the scientist and his colleagues to do all they could do to possibly figure out what was happening with these 5 bee people. They could be in real trouble.